Welcome, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, so you guys just left Lyra's lair. We're gonna start with Agden. I'm just assuming you're going home and like going to your bed, or is there something else you want to do? Or I guess you're going to the tavern, not home, but
I'm going. Yeah, I'll head back to the tavern. To my room.
you're just crashing for the night.
Yeah, no one's allowed to see inside my room.
Agden enters the room, and as the camera goes to follow her, she slams the door. Or him, sorry, he slams the door, and no one knows what the inside of that looks like. Lutz, are you going back to your place?
Yes.
I'm assuming we're gonna take everybody there later, so we can describe it when everybody else goes.
Yep. But yeah, for now I'm just there's only the front door, so I have to like go all the way through to the back room and like climb these rickety stairs to get to my shitty little apartment.
Yeah, you got to go through the whole process.
Yeah.
There are a couple notes on your door of just like people wanting to put requests for special shoes in while you were gone.
Yeah, by the way, so I didn't tell you this, but so I said that we were closed for renovations.
Okay.
But I haven't renovated anything.
Yeah, got you. You would still have it's like 3 or 4 orders. It's just like kind of taped on your door, just like such and such wants this done with their shoe. I don't know, I didn't make it up, but you have 4 orders.
Well, I take those sheets off and I like sigh, take them in.
Put them with the order slots that you have there, I guess. And that's you guys. And then we're going to hop over to the ambitious amphibian, where Azaerith and Moxi are just arriving. Is there anything fancy we want to do with the door entrance?
Do you want to, or should I?
Oh, please be my guest.
All right, I'm going to flick my wrist and cause it to burst open.
Just... And then you guys enter, getting the attention of everyone. There are a lot more people in here now, mainly, to no one's surprise, bullywugs. There's a couple of different, like, the dwarf that you saw earlier is still sitting in the same seat. The elf is nowhere to be seen. There's just a couple other people moseying about as well, but it's mainly bullywugs. And everybody, the music sort of stops, and everybody looks at you.
Hello,
Well, carry on.
And you say that, and then the music starts back, and everybody starts talking again. Everybody starts drinking again. You can make a perception check if you want to try to find Froxon.
I'm going to guide myself.
Ooh, I got nope, 15.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Azaerith, you are lost in the sauce of this place when it's hoppity. Moxi, super easy. He would be the only one sitting at a table by himself.
Oh, bless his heart. All right, I'm going to lean, before we go over to him, I'm going to lean over to Azaerith. So, you want me there?
Well, of course.
All right.
We're all friends here.
Yes, exactly. Let's go and see him.
Yeah, so he definitely saw you guys enter with that entrance. So he sort of like stands up and like waves towards you guys. And then you guys come over, and he already has 1 extra cup sitting there, but only 1. I didn't realize both of you were coming. I can go get, and he like just like hurries off to go get another drink.
Oh, don't worry. I
The
have.
more the merrier.
He's already gone.
I was just gonna drink from the jug.
Couple minutes later, he comes back with another mug for Moxi, and he sort of slides it to like the other side of the table. Like the 2 cups, like it's a round table, right? But the 2 cups that he had originally were kind of closer to each other, maybe like 1 chair in between. He kind of puts yours on the other side of the table. Clearly not trying to set up anything. Clearly not. And he has on a little frog tux. Completely green tux, and then like the inside is like purple. And he's got a bow tie on as well that is also green. And he sort of like sits down, maybe a little bit deflated, but not too much.
I'm gonna sit where he was intending Azaerith to sit.
He goes, oh, all right. This is fine. That is fine. Yes. Fine.
Froxon, you look so nice.
You do look lovely tonight.
Purple is my favorite color.
He instantly takes the jacket off, and it is just a purple shirt, a purple vest, and a green tie. It's way
You
too
look
much
so
purple and
good.
green. Barney all over the place.
Yeah, they're like the Joker or something here.
But he takes the green jacket off, and he just kind of like sits up a little bit taller. You know, when you get a compliment that
Yeah.
something looks good on you, you sit a little bit taller.
Hmm.
And he goes, "Thank you. You are wearing the same thing you were wearing this evening, but you still look great."
It's been a day.
It's been laundered, actually.
It's been a very long day.
What did you do? He is not talking to Moxie at all.
Oh, well, we went to the bathhouse and got a spa. That was just fantastic. Can you not smell me? I smell like blackberries. I like put an arm like towards him.
Oh, he takes the opportunity to move chairs. And he sort of like just shifts over 2 chairs, and now Moxie's on the other side of the table, and you guys are like a chair apart. And he like leans in.
Moxie's eyes narrow just a little bit.
He does not notice. He leans into. You said you put your arm out.
Yep.
Okay, he leans in to like smell your arm, and like they don't have noses, but I think they have like 2 holes in like the front of their face for their nose. I don't know amphibians.
Something. I don't know.
He kind of touches your arm a little bit with his mouth area on accident, but it's like frog skin. It's moist, and he's like, "Oh yes, you do smell quite nice, quite nice."
Thank you. Well, what are we drinking today? I want something just crazy out of this. What is your specialty here?
Yeah, he just says it's 2 Landesian ales. But if you wanted something specific, we do have my father's house wine. It is made with water from where I come from, and grapes as well, where I come from.
I
Sort of
do
a
love wine.
underwater specialty.
Hmm.
I would love a cup of that wine.
You have never seen a man get up and move so fast for a frog,
Oh,
I guess.
he's so cute.
He is just trying to impress, and he goes to the bar.
Oh
Get
God, we
there.
gotta stay here for another night.
Yeah, Moxie's just watching him closely.
He's not paying a fucking lick of attention to you.
Mm.
Not a one, dude. He comes back a couple of minutes later carrying 2 taller glasses and 1 smaller glass. And he slides the smaller glass to Moxie. And doesn't say anything when he does. It's kind of just like a courtesy thing, probably.
Mm.
And then he sets the other glass in front of Azaerith and has one for himself. And says, yes, this is the amphibious wine.
What does it taste like?
Fuck if I know. You act like I've had wine before. I don't fucking know. It tastes like...
Oh my God.
It's good, but it's acquired taste,
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, this is very interesting.
He takes a couple of sips and it's just like there's an awkward silence, and he's like, so what else did you do? The bathhouse clearly worked for you guys. What else did you do?
Well, we tried to go to this temple. It was closed. Apparently, wizards and sorcerers lost their powers. Interesting. Do you know anything about that? Wait, we already talked to you about that. Yep.
He sort of just sits there and like nodding his head, just staring at you. Like, yep, this is fine.
You don't think a riot's gonna happen, do you?
I don't think it'd be a very good riot if they don't have any powers.
People can start fires.
Very, very true.
Yeah, I suppose. It doesn't
You
make
don't need
sense.
magic to get a tinderbox.
Yeah, but why would they burn down their own temple, I guess? He looked at you when he said that, but that's like the only thing he's looked at you for.
As soon as he looks at me, I'm going to change my eyes to be all black.
Roll intimidation.
I love this.
12.
He looks at you and is like, that's a neat trick.
Isn't it?
And then looks away and looks back to Azaerith. And he's like, yeah, I don't think there will be riots. I think there may be a lot of questions asked, but I think the little gathering they had was probably all that it's going to be. I don't Maybe. I mean, do you think there's gonna be riots?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I lost my power, there would definitely be a riot. Hell would be paid.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I work here and I drink here.
I would love to just drink all day, every day.
Not as fun as you think. You don't really get to meet a lot of people. And he takes like a big swig of his wine.
Well, you met both of us.
Yes, because you came into the store, the bar. But if you didn't come into the bar, I wouldn't have met you. 'Cause I
Get out tomorrow.
don't leave.
I'm sure you can meet lots of interesting people in the bar.
Maybe if you're interesting.
Frogson, I think you should get a hobby. Do you have any hobbies?
Does work count as a hobby?
No.
Does drinking after work count as a hobby?
No.
Sleeping. That's it. That's my hobby. Sleeping.
Right.
You could learn a new instrument or play
Azaerith's
some
very good.
cards. Oh, yes, I do love playing instruments.
I don't know if I could learn an instrument. I've
Well,
never
surely
tried.
you could. Surely you could. And I'm just gonna pull out my
Didgeridoo.
Did you say a fucking didgeridoo?
Yep.
Wow.
You'd be good at that.
I'll pull out my lyre and I'll like hand it to him. Like, try.
Do you play left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
He sets it up left-handed, which is backwards.
Oh.
And like, that's all right. Before I fuck up again, that's like the guitar one, right?
Nope. This is like
This
a
is
harp.
the
Like
harp?
a mini harp.
Okay, well, I guess you can't play the harp. Can you play the harp backwards?
Oh, man, hell if I
You can
know.
play the harp backwards.
Well,
He
yeah.
sets it up
Yes.
backwards. And he starts to attempt to play, and it is not good at all. It sounds like a 12-year-old smashing on like the piano. Sounds like that, but like a harp.
That was great.
You get a couple looks from the other table. One person said, "No, it wasn't."
Shut up.
Frogson kind of hears that and sort of like hands it back to you and sort of like takes a sad sip of his wine. It's like, maybe not. Music is not my
I'm gonna use
thing.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and have it just be some vague noises of approval in the background.
Okay.
For a first time, that was very good.
He sort of perks up, but it's kind of lost in the sound, and the comment got to him already. But it perked him up a little bit. He's like, I don't know, maybe
You're out of practice. You've never had practice is actually a more accurate way of
never
putting
had
it.
practice. Yeah.
Yes, I think you should practice. Get yourself a lyre and practice.
I don't know if that's for me.
Well, there's plenty other instruments in the world. None are the same.
That is true.
I did have one thing I used to do
Do tell.
back in the day. I was actually. I don't know. Never mind. It's not important.
Oh, no. Please tell us. You gotta tell us now.
He sort of like pulls out a deck of cards from his pocket, a normal deck of playing cards, and he's like, I used to be fairly good at magic.
I love magic. Show us.
He begins to shuffle, and he does like the thing where you're holding it in one hand and then like shoot it to your other hand. Does that with both hands. He's actually quite good with the cards. And he's like, I used to do this a lot. Then my mother was the only one who kind of supported this. And then a few years ago, she died. And my father did not approve of cards. I'm actually probably not even supposed to have these cards in my pocket right now. But, and he sort of fumbles with the cards as he's thinking about this and sort of like, just a little out of practice, I guess. And he sort of picks up the cards and then sets them down on the table once he has them all picked up.
Well, if this is something you truly enjoy,
I don't see why you shouldn't continue doing it.
Precisely.
You clearly have a talent for it, so I don't see why not.
He sort of perks up and he's like, "Did you want to see a magic trick, maybe?" And he's like, strictly only looking at Azaerith.
Well,
Back to the whole ignoring Moxi thing. Okay, he deals out 3 rows of cards that have 7 cards in them each, and he says, pick a card that is in one of these rows, and don't tell me what the card is, just tell me what the row is. Literally, just tell me a card.
just tell you a card.
Yeah, it's gonna be in like what row you want it to be in.
I guess I'll go with a 4 of clubs in the middle, right?
Yeah, it's 3 rows, so 1, 2, or 3.
Yep, in the middle, 2.
So 4 clubs in the middle row. So he closes, or not closes, but like takes the first column and like stacks them up. Second column stacks them up. Third column stacks it up. Puts the first column on top of the second column. Takes the first and second column and puts it on the third column. And then he deals it again. And you do this 3 times. And you tell him each time what row it's in. And then on the 4th go, he deals sort of like a J shape. And he flips them up each time. And your card appears, and then he goes 2 cards further. And he goes, okay, the next card, and he's like pointing towards the deck that he has in his hand still. He's like, the next card I'm going to flip over is going to be your card. And he sort of makes a show of going to the deck to pick up the card, and then puts his finger on your card, and then flips it over. He said, was that your card?
Bravo! And I clap. I'm like, good job.
He's like, it's a simple trick. That's one of the only ones I know, truthfully. But it was an okay way to make money, I guess. But now I just work at the bar. And he like puts the cards back in his pocket and goes back to drinking.
I'm sure a lot of patrons would love to see tricks like that when they come through.
It's not really my decision. And he sort of like looks back up at the bar.
Well, you just do whatever you think is best then.
Yeah, and we'll fast track through the rest of the meeting or
Yes.
the date. It goes a lot like
Yep.
that. It goes a lot like that. A lot of sad times, a couple up times, ignoring Moxi a lot. And then towards the end of the night, he is a little wasted. He's a little gone. But eventually, I'm assuming you say goodbye and go to your own room.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys say goodbye and you go up to your room and you leave Frogson down. For better or worse, you're not really sure, but you kept your word, so that's great. But then you guys are in the room. Is there anything you want to say, do in the room?
Well, that was a great night.
Yes. Well, you wanted me to be there, so I was there.
And I thank you. And I just kind of like very lazily, just like get in bed.
Flop onto the bed.
I think we may be trying something tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be able. Well, I might not be able to do the fanny pack thing. I think
That's fine.
might get some better use out of something else.
That's fine.
I don't know if we'll be able to bring Uzalai though.
Well, why not?
I don't think he has the capabilities.
Do tell.
Well, if we're going to be getting in there, it's not going to be. Well, I expect they're not just going to let us in. We can try that, but we might have to use a little magic.
Isn't he the most stealthy one of all of us, though?
Yes, but I'm expecting some high security, and even Uzalai has limitations.
Ezra's just like shrugs.
Hmm.
Now, are we going to cuddle to sleep or not?
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Right.
Is this the first time you guys she's asking you to do this?
I feel like throughout the trip, I definitely would have been like, "We're cuddling to sleep."
And yeah, this is her reaction every time. Yeah. All right. Yes, there's one bed. We're not going to be uncomfortable while we're staying here.
Great.
This is purely platonic.
Of course.
Yes, lovely. All right, I'm gonna take off my my leg, get ready for bed, and the armor, of course.
That is
And
a
get in
wild
bed.
statement. I'm gonna take off my leg. What?
You don't sleep with those on.
No, I know. It's just something that's not in my daily life, so it's just a wild statement to hear. That's all. Yeah. So you guys go to sleep. Everybody is asleep. We fast forward. Everybody gets a long rest. You get all your stuff
Sweet.
back, all your health back. Whoop de doo. I don't think anybody has anything lost though, but if you did,
I
then there you go.
died.
Yeah, you guys wake up the next day. Moxie's still sleeping. I'm gonna assume Lutz is the first one to wake up because that's what usually happens. Lutz, Uzalai. There you go. Uzalai, what do you wanna do?
I get up like at the sunrise, and I'm like hopping from like one. Wait, what is my whole foot called?
Your foot.
Well, no,
Dragon
I'm a
foot?
bird. Claw? Well, I mean
Talon?
talons. Is the whole leg the
Talon?
talon? Isn't
Oh,
that just the?
It's the claw.
Be-
I don't know. It's a chicken's foot.
It's just a
So
foot.
it's just a foot.
Okay, I'm hopping from one foot to the other because I'm really excited because I get to wear a bow tie today.
Heyo.
So I
That's
like
cool.
run to there's like a little dresser up here with like my whole collection.
Mhm.
And basically I just grab like the whole pile of them and throw them in my bag because I don't know what color I'm supposed to wear yet.
Okay.
And then I like go down out the door and I just glide towards the morning wood to meet up with Agden.
Our fancy boy goes and glides all the way down the strip. There's not too many business or like anything open yet. It's just sunrise right now, but the taverns are open. They're like 24/7 sort of situation. So you get to the morning wood and you do not see Agden.
I will walk in and order my normal breakfast.
You order all of the eggs. This time there is a half-orc woman. She introduces herself as Britta, and she gets your breakfast going. Do you get the same thing for Agden, or are you just waiting for Agden?
I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll just wait. I don't want Agden's to get cold.
Say probably 30-ish minutes, maybe. And then Agden, you wake up.
I would like to get ready for the day
Yes.
and go downstairs, quickly shut and lock my door as I
Yep.
leave so no one can
Mhm.
see in there. And then I walk
Super quick.
down the stairs. And
As you're walking down the stairs, you see Uzalai. Can you make a history check for me?
Yep.
okay, hold on. 17.
Yeah, you see Uzalai is wearing his bow tie. And you know he wears bow ties on fancy occasions. And that your fancy occasion isn't until tomorrow.
Yep.
Ah.
But he's sitting at the
Alright.
bar, eating his breakfast.
All right, I'm gonna order some bread with cheese and
All choice.
few sausage links at the bar, and I'm gonna tell him to send it over to the I assume my fudge. What's his name? My friend isn't working because it's the morning.
Not Satu.
Yeah. Satu is not working. You
Satu, yeah.
see Britta, who you also know.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna order some bread with cheese and some sausage and some local berry preserves for my bread.
He says, yep, the usual, no problem. Got it.
Oh, cool. Oh, I love when they know me here. And then I'm gonna go sit down with Uzalai. Hey,
Morning, Agden.
good morning.
You excited to go get your clothes and have our cool meeting and stuff?
Yes, yeah. When are we going to our meeting?
I mean, later. I know I am. If I have to change the bow tie to match your colors, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a separate meeting today that you
We
didn't
all have
tell
the
us
same
about?
meeting.
Not today, we don't, friend.
I'm not in the mood for your token Agden humor. All right, just join in my excitement here.
Our meeting is tomorrow.
Shit,
You look nice.
nice and stupid.
Yeah, that's okay.
I ordered my extra fancy omelet
Extra fancy?
because you know, my classic extra omelet. I have my classic omelet and my classic extra omelet.
What's the difference?
Toppings.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Well, okay then. Oh, we have to meet them to go to the library then.
Yeah.
Which both of you guys know getting to the library is not a thing that you can just do.
I mean, we can always give it a try. Moxi seems very confident.
What if we didn't? What if we just walked in a random direction to a random building and did our own stuff today?
Do you have something in mind?
Not really. Let's just go to the
Oh,
library.
okay, cool. All right.
I think the idea was the Moxi and Azaerith were meeting you guys at the Morningwood, right?
Shoot,
Yeah.
that's right.
Or were you guys meeting at the library?
No,
Not
we're meeting
Morningwood.
at the
I'm
morning.
just out of
In the tower.
sorts.
No, like, yeah, okay, I guess we'll tag along and go to the library. Not like, let's get up and go. All right.
Yeah,
So
okay, I gotcha.
Let's continue to enjoy our breakfast. Are you gonna stick with the bow tie? You've committed to it now, or do you want to take it off before they get here? I
I'll
won't.
sort of roll my eyes and like reach to untie it.
I promise not to say anything.
Thank you for your discretion.
gonna
As
cost-
you say that, it peeks in your head that Moxi can read minds.
Oh, so
Yep.
you won't tell anyone? Also, don't think about it.
Right.
Easy.
Okay, got it.
We'll leave you guys there discussing mind reading wizards, which is totally a thing. And we will cut back to the ambitious amphibian and the two cuddling party members. Platonic party members.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. I know Moxie usually takes her time to get up, so I'm just kind of like laying sideways on her as I'm just like, just fine tuning my lyre and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so it's like probably Moxie wakes up at what, 10?
Bright and early.
Right and early at 10 o'clock, baby.
Yep. I'll wake up. Sorry, you're on the bed still?
Yeah, I'm like laying sideways on top of you, like my head's like
Oh.
on your stomach or whatever.
Okay.
yeah,
She's gonna
sorry.
wake up, but stay very still. Sort of look at you.
I'm just like casually like humming, like tuning and
Just gonna
cleaning
start
off
petting
my
your hair a little
lyre.
bit.
Oh, good morning.
Morning. Ready to get up and go to the library?
Always.
Lovely. Yes. So I have a bit of prep to do. If you wouldn't mind letting me up.
I just like casually lay more on her, like I start scooting myself back, so I'm like my body's on her stomach.
Oh. All right. Yes. Right. Huh? Okay.
And then I get up.
All right.
They're making like a dead face, like blank stare at you the entire time.
Moxie nods a few times to herself and opens up her pack. Yeah, I'm gonna end the infusion on the bag of holding, and do the same process with the set of weavers with the screwdriver and the set of weavers tools. And I come up with this shimmering needle, and I'm gonna hold it up to Azaerith. May I give you a tattoo?
You know what? Why the hell not? I just like
What?
hold out my arm or something.
What would you like it to look like? Because I can choose.
You know what? I trust you. You can do it.
All right. Yeah. You're presenting your arm to me?
Yep.
Any particular part of your arm?
I just like hold my arm out, like palm up or whatever, because I don't know what you're doing.
All right. This will not hurt. Don't worry. And I'm going to. It hurts a little bit.
I was gonna say it's a tattoo. What?
Yeah, it's a magic tattoo though.
Azaerith probably doesn't flinch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold it against the backside of her hand, and I'm gonna say illusion. Let's choose a school. And this tiny little on the back of your hand, this little heart tattoo. It's purple. Appears as the needle collapses into ink and adheres to your skin. There we go.
Wow.
You can cast Disguise Self once with this.
Well, that's very convenient.
Yes, I think we might need it today.
All right.
Yes,
Why?
getting in the library. If they don't let us in with well, we'll see when we get there. But I'm also going to load up this, and I'll take out the screwdriver, and Azut symbol, the glowing hand, appears over it briefly and then fades away. All right. I think we're more or less equipped. Actually, I'd like to ask around a bit. Egton and Uzalai seem to have some good information, but I would like to know the order of if it was all at once or not. That's important. We should go though. They'll be expecting us bright and early.
Yep, bright and early. That's right.
It's like 10:20 right now.
That's our motto.
Bright and early.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Azaerith has probably been up for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Azaerith has actually been up bright and early.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys are just leaving the tavern?
Yeah, get
Yep.
some breakfast on the way out.
At the tavern, or do you want to eat at the Morningwood?
Here.
It is a different person working this time. It's not
Hello.
Frog Dead.
Mm.
That's what we're calling him for now. It
Yes.
is a different frog, and he says that his name is Jack.
Hello, Jack. How are you?
Hi, Jack.
Hello? Hello? Yes?
We would like bread, toast. What are we having? I would like toast.
We have toast. We can do toast, yes?
I like toast and jelly.
Toast and jelly? Toast and jelly. And he like
Toast and
goes to the back. A couple minutes later, he brings back toast, a little bit maybe on the crispier side, and toast. Or jelly. Toast on the crispier side and toast. So you can have toast with your toast.
And
Mm.
yep.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Very good.
It's just a silver piece.
I will pay
guess.
for breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, darling.
Yeah, you guys have your toast. If you just want to head on over, we can fast track it.
If I see anyone who looks like a wizard with my experience with wizards, I'd like to just talk to them. Out of
Make
nowhere.
a luck check.
All right. This dice hates me. This die hates me. 18.
Even with that high of a luck check, you still don't see a wizard.
Where are they?
Yeah, you don't know where they are.
Anyone who looks like anything else magically adjacent.
You're seeing a lot of the road that you would have to take. You would see a lot of sailors. You see, let's see, on that side of the world, you see a couple druids, clerics. You're seeing pretty much everything like you normally would, but you're just not seeing the wizards.
Clerics have the right brand. I'll grab
You
a
go for a
cleric.
cleric.
Yeah.
We'll say you stop a human male cleric
Mm.
with black hair that is to his shoulders and pretty pale skin.
Hello. Sorry to bother you. I just had a quick question. Do you know where all the wizards are right now?
No one's really. They kind of only have been coming out 1 or 2. They're not really coming out since the whole losing their power weird thing happened.
Right.
It
You don't know.
seems they've been scared inside.
That makes sense.
Perhaps they're researching. That's what wizards do, right?
That is
They
absolutely
read
what wizards
books.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Mm.
I don't know.
That's
Nobody's really
fun.
scared. I've seen a considerable less amount of them.
All right.
Almost
Well,
none, truly.
thank you.
Something bad's happening. I don't know what it is, but something bad's happening. And he like
Yes.
clasps his he's got his necklace of Chandrid on his neck, and he like sort of clasps it when he says
Yes.
it.
Do you know if it's contagious?
He gets
Like-
really wide-eyed. He's like, "Oh God."
Like, did you hear if perhaps the wizards lost the power first, and then the sorcerers, and then oh no, what if it's
Oh,
different group next?
I haven't heard myself exactly, but perhaps. I mean, they follow the same deity, right? So you would assume if it happens to one half, it would happen to the other. That would be my
Yes.
guess, I suppose. But I mean, I haven't heard exactly. No.
I'm just sort of wondering if maybe one group might, be able to keep theirs. That would be a thing. I don't. You don't know. I can talk to other people.
Yeah, that's.
I'll ask around. But thank
It's an
you for your
interesting
help.
thought. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Have a blessed
Just pray
day.
you don't lose your powers. That would be very unfortunate.
Oh, daily.
Yes.
I do that daily. Yes.
That's what I do.
I just walk away sadly.
It'll
Yes.
just gotta walk away for you guys as well.
I'm gonna catch up with Azaerith.
Yep, you guys are
I am
almost there.
Yeah.
I am a bit worried actually.
I don't like that.
Yes. Don't tell the others because but I'm a little connected to that. I have some connections and I don't want to lose my magic. So, any information you hear about this, I would love to know, really.
Your magic is connected to their god?
A little bit. In an odd way. So just any information would be terrific.
I think I know the same, maybe even less than you.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get to the library today. That would be a blessing.
I just continue to look sad.
It's about that time that you get to the front door of the Morningwood. And you walk in and sitting in a booth, perhaps looking a bit impatient. You see Agden and
We were actually at the bar.
at the bar.
I
That's what I
just
said. Yep,
decided.
totally.
Oh yeah.
You're at the bar.
If they don't notice us immediately, I'm gonna make a just my voice whisper in Uzalai's ear. We're at the door.
Can I do a check to see if I detected them immediately?
Yeah, just do a perception check, and you guys can do a stealth check. I know you're not being sneaky, but
14.
23.
16.
Jesus. Agden, also make a perception check.
12.
I was like, is it even possible?
You guys are a little sort of engrossed in your food, maybe that you've reordered, or just like sort of like just the annoyance of waiting. Because you guys have been up for probably like 2 hours by now.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's just my voice in Uzalai's ear. We are at the door, darling.
They're Agden, they're here. God damn it.
Oh. Oh yeah, they are.
Hi!
They're just sitting at the bar, everybody's eating, all of a sudden, just
Give a little wave.
I give a sad wave.
yeah, and you guys are together in the morning.
So,
Yes.
I'm gonna attempt something. I don't know how successful it's going to be for you two.
Okay.
I'm only
But we
thinking
can
about what
try.
we have to get done and no other decisions I made today.
That
But you already know that.
it's true. I'm gonna sort of squint at him. Can I check that?
Sure, incite it if you want. I don't know what's being incited because I didn't hear it, but sure.
It's
Every
an
one of our
11.
conversations is just going to be a maze of different checks.
I'm here for this until you guys finally realize that, oh, maybe she does it.
It was an 11. My insight check.
It's like middle of the road, Uzalai enacted. So, I mean, you guys decide, I guess, because I didn't hear it. I'm so sorry.
Make a deception check.
Okay, yeah, if you're trying to, if that's what's happening, all right, make a deception check.
make a
Okay. So sorry. My wire got wrapped around my chair when I moved.
Oh shit.
8.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's the most maniacal laugh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wink at him. We both know that's not true, darling. And I'm gonna turn and walk out of the morning wood.
Oh my god. So scary.
For everyone's benefit, I hope my combat rules are different because this is BS.
Refresh D&D Beyond. That's the gist of
Yeah.
re-rolling your stats. Yeah, so you guys head out of the Morningwood, and you guys are headed towards attempting to get into the library.
Yes, we're going to the tower.
The library is inside of the tower.
Mhm.
As you head to the tower, you know that the tower is located in the center of the town, and that West Azuth Lane and East Azuth Lane go around it. And on either end of the north end of that and the south end of that, there is an entrance that is guarded by 2 Maragon. And that is the only path up that you've noticed. You can take a walk around if you want to see, since you're actually going to be looking for another way up. But as like quote unquote public entrances, that those are the only two.
So what's
I
the
think-
plan?
Azaerith and I are going to take a walk around. Uzalai, you've keen eyes. Can you keep an eye on the entrance and see if anyone goes in or out and what they look like?
As long as I'm not distracted by any whispering, you got it.
I will guarantee that no whispers will come from me.
Excellent.
And Agden, make sure Uzalai doesn't do anything
Be big.
untowards. We're trying to be subtle here.
She's never stopped me before.
What?
Oh,
He's
Okay.
never stopped me
There
before.
you go. There you go. I mean, it's fine. Like,
yes. Well, you're being paid to stay with him, so you keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start to do a walk around.
Yeah. As she goes to do the walk around, you can make an investigation check, and if Azaerith is going with you, Azaerith can make one too.
I'm
Or
guiding
one with
myself.
advantage, you know the thing. Agden and Uzalai, as they walk away, you are kind of finding this like comical, just because it's just not a thing. You just don't go to the tavern without or the tower without an invitation. It's just what you know. It's just the way the world works. But
Are we
Moxi doesn't
rolling?
know that.
Mm.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Okay, are we rolling separately or advantage?
Entirely up to you guys.
What would you like to do?
I would love advantage.
Then I'll let you have advantage.
Yay! All right, that's
I'm
much better.
Here to be
21.
picky.
21 on investigation.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably. So when you're walking around the side, right? It's a gradual hill. So if you start from the north side and go up the path, it's a gradual hill that goes up. Same thing with the south side. But if you try to approach from the east or the west side, it's like probably like a 85-degree slope up. That's made of like stones that like you know the old stones where it's like some are sticking out, some aren't, some are, some aren't. Like that, you could probably climb it if you tried. But it's in a very public area, so it probably wouldn't go over the best. But I mean, you can try. But other than that, the two entrances, this place was not made to be entered just by anybody. And the other two, you guys are watching the north path. You guys can make perception checks if you want.
11.
5.
You guys see a grand total of 0 people enter and 0 people leave.
All right.
And for like the probably 10 minutes that it takes to walk the entire circle, you don't see any like shift changes between the Marigons. The Marigons barely even move. But yeah, you get back to the north side of the tower where there's 2 Marigons waiting there at the path, and you see your friend.
Well, what's the plan?
Well, we have this letter, but it's for tomorrow. Is the problem? You two live here. Would we wouldn't get in with the letter today?
Wrong day. Nope.
Bloody hell. All right. Have you, in living here, have you ever seen people going in and out?
Anyone ever? Sure.
Anyone? Besides the Maragon.
You've never seen the Maragon.
The Maragon?
The matriarch, sorry.
Mm.
I thought you said matriarch. I mean, you've seen Marigons going in and out. You've seen a couple people going in and out, but they were always escorted to the top. Then the Maragon that escorted them to the top would come back down. But
Yeah, I've
you
never
can't
seen someone
see,
just
like the top.
I've never seen someone just sort of walk in, if that's what you mean. It's not really, it's like
Right.
big castle thing. Like they don't just let anyone in.
Okay. I am going to try one thing, and we can leave and maybe pick this up with the matriarch if that comes up. But Azaerith, would you mind joining me in an alley? I'm afraid you two are a bit conspicuous for this.
Well, all right.
Yes.
So you guys go to the alley, and then Uzalai and Agden, are you guys still just standing in the middle of the road?
I want to trail behind stealthily. I want to monitor the situation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can just go with them.
Nah.
You can try to stealth. Okay.
He's like tiptoeing dramatically right behind them. They're like, okay.
That.
You
I
guys,
would like that.
anybody who's sneaking can make stealth. Anybody who's trying to see stealth can make a perception. And Agden, I believe you make stealth with disadvantage because of your armor.
Could you just forget that once, please?
No.
So I don't do that.
I gave you plate armor at level 2.
God.
I have to remember the downsides.
Well, it's a 4. Or it's a
Oh.
No, it's a 4. It's a nat 1. You are
Oh.
not quiet.
I'm
So even
so
right
loud.
6 sees it.
Oh yeah, even the 6 sees it. Yeah. So Agden goes to waits a couple of minutes for you guys, or a couple seconds for you guys to walk, and then you guys just hear of the armor as he's walking behind you, sort of like crouched over, trying to sneak behind you guys.
I just kind of look back, smile, and wave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lift an eyebrow.
You have
Enter the alley.
seemingly been seen.
I'm gonna just straighten up and kind of put my arms behind my head, like the casual, and then
Casual anime
whistle.
walk.
Yeah, and just keep walking with behind them.
Nothing happened.
I meant to say before, I just don't think I'm like just waiting to be done. Like I'm waiting to go somewhere else, and I don't think they're gonna be able to get in. So I just sort of walk over to like some nearby building and like put my foot against the wall, and, like cross my arms.
Yeah, you'd be at like the side of the general store.
Yeah.
Where you bought the bag.
Yeah, I'm chilling there.
All right, you're chilling on the side of the building. Agden's trying to sneak, unsuccessfully. But you guys are in the alleyway. But you do have a big old person dragging a little bit of attention to you.
Well, all right. At least just block the view of us. I assume you're big enough to do that.
got it.
Yeah, you could block a good
Terrific.
majority of that alley.
All right. I'm gonna lean down to Azaerith. So
Wait, what is the height differential between you guys?
it's rather large.
Is it? Because I know she said she looks not between the Goliath and Moxi, between Moxi and Azaerith.
Oh,
Because I know that you've
it's
said
less than a foot, 6 inches.
Oh, okay. Because I know Azaerith has said she looks up, and you just said you look down. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were roughly the same size. Okay, I understand.
I'm
Continue, please.
5'8".
Yeah, I'm like 5'2", so it's a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right. So, my first idea was that we both try to be Maragon, or one of us tries to sort of mimic what the matriarch might look like, but we've never seen her, so that doesn't help.
No, that wouldn't help.
New plan. You look like a Maragon. Like, try and, some of them have like officer decorations, something like that. And no, something exactly like that. We need to be perfect. And I am going to look like, maybe this will pass, a wizard, very fancy. Kind of the kind of wizard who would have access to this place. And I have a couple things that might give us enough credentials to get in. That's the plan. Are there any flaws in this plan? You're right. There's no flaws in this plan. Let's go. And I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on me. And look like a extraordinarily fancy wizard. Female. Long black hair, tied tightly and braided. Some very, very nice robes, like what I remember from a while back.
Yep.
And hope it works. And then I'll wait for Azaerith to do her thing.
Yep, use that little tattoo to look like a generic male, Marion, whatever they're freaking called. That generic guy.
Completely unrelated question. Can I get both of y'all's spell DCs? And if you give them that, do they use your spell DC or
the
hers?
tattoo uses a specific spell DC. It is
Okay.
Let me check the DC on that. 13 for Azaerith's disguise. And mine is 15.
13 and 15.
Yep.
Okay.
Gonna go great.
Yes. You know, if this doesn't work out, we can hopefully bail and explain our way out and bullshit our way through this. But well, you know what to do if we get separated.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So
go.
what am I doing exactly?
You, my friend.
Uh-huh.
Well, first of all, we're gonna try to just walk in. I don't know if they're gonna let us do that, but if we can't get in on sheer bravado, you know, you're escorting me to the library. I'm doing important research, under the approval of the matriarch, and my name is
Merryweather.
yes. Maybe we shouldn't reuse names.
Mayweather.
That's far enough away. Yes. Yes.
Nope, I got it. I have your name. We're good.
Oh dear. All right.
Okay, so you guys.
Just
as
as my first name, just use Maven, please. Maven Mayweather. That'll do.
So your plan is to walk up to.
Yes, we're gonna stride purposefully
up
to them and try to walk past them. Yes.
And you're
Great
disguised as a wizard.
A very fancy wizard.
A wizard, and
Okay.
Azaerith is disguised as a Maragon?
Maragon officer.
Whatever.
A
they're
Maragon of some sort of rank.
Yes.
called. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys do the spells. Agden,
Yes.
they tell you that they're done. You turn around and you see a wizard and a Maragon officer.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm also going to get a piece of paper out and study the one from the matriarch. Actually, no, I'm going to take out the letter from the matriarch and stow that accessibly.
All right. Agden steps out of the way, and you walk towards the entrance of the school of the matriarch.
As we're getting close, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion on the letter from the matriarch and keep the seal and all the official designs and such, and make it a formal letter of approval to use the library.
Okay. All right.
Like right before we
I can hear the pain in your voice.
Yeah. So you walk towards the path where the Maragons are, and as you approach, they have their little axes. They're not little. They have their axes, and as you get close, they make the X. That you know what I'm talking about? Yep, the X.
That makes things simpler.
And the one on the left says, "Do you have an appointment?"
I'm sorry, I just have open access to use the library.
He looks at Azaerith.
I have important research.
Who is a Maragon officer. And he says, "Why are you escorting this person in to use the library? If they have access, she could have just walked up." And you can see on him that he has a different color on than what you guys are used to. You see a purple color on his shoulder. That is something that is reserved for the school. And yours, I don't remember what color. I don't think you guys said a color. I think you just said officer.
Like the officer decoration that we would have remembered
yeah.
from the Southern Lands.
Yeah. It's just a weird. Officers don't like. It's just. it's just off a little bit, so he's just asking. He's asking Azaerith what he's, or I guess, are you a?
Yeah, I'm a dude.
What they are doing. The Marigons don't really. You can't tell like gender between all of them. They all wear the same thing. So he's asking. He's just like, "What are you doing, escorting this wizard?"
Well, Miss Gertrude over here with a little
Take two. Try again.
yeah, you know, with the loss of her ability, she wanted me to escort for some safety, personal reasons.
Yes, I don't feel quite safe in this city, but now that we've reached this place, you know, it's not needed anymore. But thank you. Your escort has been greatly appreciated, especially in this trying time.
Yes, of course, ma'am.
May I go in now?
I'm gonna have to see some form of proof that you have access to the. I can't just let anybody walk in off the side of the street.
I completely understand. I have to go through this every single time. I'll take out the letter and flash that.
So you're just changing the words to be you having access.
Yes.
Everything else is the same.
All the I mean the seal is untouched and
Yeah.
the letterhead and all that. But the contents are
is what
informal
changed.
writing. This person has unlimited access to the library.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh dear.
And don't tell me what you got until I tell you that I need to know what you got.
Okay. Oh dear. So nervous.
You should be. Agden, where have you gone? Are you just watching?
I'm just watching from afar, like out of sight. I'm kind
Being
of
where
up
Uzalai
the
would have been fine.
Yeah, okay.
Be out of the
That.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Hey Uzalai. How do you think this is gonna go?
Well, enjoy the show.
Yeah. I will.
Okay. What'd you get?
14.
Oh my god.
He looks at the letter, hands it back to you. Looks like your appointment's for tomorrow. If you want early access, maybe don't try lying. And he stands back and he's like, I'm not gonna do anything this time, but impersonating a Maragon is a crime punishable by imprisonment. I think you guys should just head on.
Yep, just start backing away.
And he like goes back to his stance and looks over at the other one, and they both just kind of like, you can't see their facial expressions, but you get the body language of just like, do they take us for idiots?
I commend you for your perception. We'll see you tomorrow.
It was a test to see how good you are.
Yeah.
Good job. Keep up the work.
Excellent work.
Finger guns as I'm walking backwards.
Goodbye.
You guys should go.
I'm not going to drop my disguise self until I'm out of sight.
Good call. Yeah, so you go back towards your party, and they're waiting for you on the side of the building like hooligans.
I would have dropped my disguise after I got into like a alleyway or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after you guys got out of eyesight.
I shot.
Yep.
Eye shot.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that went well.
So
we
you're
didn't
not
die.
in there, huh?
You know
But we're
what?
not in jail.
Yeah, we're not in jail. And there's
I
a bright
feel
side to
so
that. All right. New item for talking to the matriarch tomorrow. I want access to that library. That is the thing I want. I don't know if this is going to be a negotiation. I don't know if we're going to be arrested. I don't know what this is for. But if we're in a position to make requests, that library.
Sure.
Fair enough.
So now we have a bit of a day.
Yeah, you have a whole day in Sanlo to yourself. Agden and Uzalai make just history checks, I guess.
Man alive. 4.
13.
I'm rolling so low right now.
13, you're thinking about what you want to do with the rest of your day and just some things that you know that you can do in the town. There is a museum that's dedicated to the desert ore. There is a shop near your shop. It's a bakery that you know of that has pretty good stuff. There's a couple of also there's a magic shop towards the south side that Moxi would be interested in. Other than that, it's kind of just like you're used to just going to your shop and working. But if there's nothing else we want to do,
What to do in this city? Like we passed through Azaerith and I before, but didn't really do any sightseeing. New locals, is there anything?
Didn't you already know? I've thought about a lot of places here since I've gotten here. Or shouldn't you be able to read anyone's mind?
I can, but I can tune it out when it's boring.
You've been here for what 36 hours and you haven't read anyone's mind to know what you can do here?
It's sort of a focus thing. I like focusing on Azaerith because she's interesting.
I am pretty interesting.
But unfortunately, Azaerith doesn't know either what goes on here.
I really don't.
I can't roll like an I'm not a dumbass check to be done with this facade.
I'm gonna roll deception.
Everything in the last 2 days goes against that.
We can do a deception and an insight.
So I do insight.
Yeah, you're gonna do an insight.
Can I have
a
advantage
freaking
because
+4, can
Azaerith
I
is helping
please?
me?
Well, then Agden's helping me.
I don't have that.
I'll allow both of you guys.
It
to
doesn't
insight
matter.
checks.
It's 14.
Persuasion, 18.
She can read minds, my guy.
Okay. I can't
Sorry,
currently
this is
think
just
of
so
anything that you can do in this town. There's nothing to do. You can buy
Wow.
shoes from my shop, or you can get kicked out of the castle. That's it.
Those are the
We
two
didn't
things you
get
can do in this
kicked
town.
out.
You have to get into the castle to end.
Oh, and the bathhouse.
Yes.
We could go to the bathhouse again.
Well,
there's a
in that
general's.
case, I'm going to ask around and see if there's something, that there is to do.
Why ask?
I don't know. I don't like being in your head and you won't tell me.
I like to ask.
I've got lots to do at my shop.
All right. Good luck then.
I'm gonna give you one more shot to read into
I'm gonna
this
leave.
shit.
I
I'm
know
giving
how
him one more
today's rolls
shot.
are.
I'm giving you one more shot. Make another deception check and another insight check.
With advantage or with
13.
Oh, this one's just standard.
Okay.
It's fine. If it can't happen, it's
It's a natural one.
All right. You're fully believing that she's fucking with you. If she could actually read minds, she would just read people's minds instead of asking them questions. It doesn't make any sense.
I'll whisper that to Agden. Like, I think we've been idiots for 2 days.
As they walk away,
Just so you know.
as Moxi and Azaerith walk away to go see what there is to do in Sandlow, Agden and Uzalai have figured out that, hey, wizards can't just read minds. It's not a thing. We'll end the episode here, and we'll pick it up with whatever is going to happen with the matriarch next session. Trying to fucking die, trying to sneak into the White House. Dude, what are you doing?
White
White
House.
House.
That's basically what it is. You basically
Yeah.
walked up to the front gate of the White House and was like, I have this letter, and it's drawn in crayon.
It's not drawing crayon.